you confused? What is the next step in your career? This is your life, goddammit. This is Jobsworth.
Hello and welcome to Jobsworth, the show dedicated to helping you find the job that you're worth, so you can avoid the mundane and miserable existence that so many of us endure until we retire or die. Man, hold on. What is that music? Yeah, do you really think that's appropriate? Sounds like bloody Sex in the City. It's supposed to be serious stuff. This is, we're changing lives. Mine as well. This goes well, I could, get a job on Radio 5 or LBC or something like that, Change music. What's that? It sounds like bloody... It's about to kick off in Big Trouble in Little China or something. No. Right, all right. Well, that sounds all right. Yeah. My name is Kevin Dunn, Professional Careers Advisor. My 9 to 5 is to visit schools and offer guidance to spotty teenagers who don't even have an inch of respect. Each week we invite a guest to share an insight into their job, how they got there, and to give us the truth about what it's really like in the hope that it might inspire you, or at least encourage you to reconsider your life choices before it's too late and you're a 43-year-old divorced careers advisor, lonely, in a thankless, spiralling existence of anguish, regret, and antidepressants. In a Britain that falls out with its neighbours because of lies written on a bus. Go on. All right. We also have listeners calling in to ask our guests questions about this week's career of choice. We'll also have the usual features like Teen Junction, Doppleganger Job-swap and Vacancy at the week. But without further ado, let's meet today's guest. Now, not every job requires an office, HR, a union rep, or even a boss to answer to. But that don't mean our guest don't answer to anyone. If anything, he's answering to anyone and everyone, as long as they're dead. Hailing from Gornal in the West Midlands, our guest is the Midland's premium spiritualist medium. It's Mr. Ricky Soultouch.
Hello, how am you? All right?
Welcome to Jobsworth, Ricky.
Thank very much.
Now, you're the Midland's premium spiritualist mediumist.
Ah.
And can you describe to our listeners, all 4 of them, just what that means?
I can.
Yeah, well, go on then.
I've got a gift, Kev. I'm like a remote control. I can show you what's on the other side, you see.
So the metaphor you've gone for there, Ricky, is the equivalent of going from EastEnders to, say, a documentary on Channel 5 called When Sheep Attack. Is that what you mean?
Except I'm showing you that there's life beyond life. After life, after death. Beyond, but after.
Have you thought about shortening that? Maybe call it something like, the afterlife.
I think it's copyrighted by Ricky Gervais.
So the more concise you can be, the better, because we've only got 40 minutes left on parking. So, Ricky, how did you get into spiritualism, mediumismship?
Well, Kev, it's an interesting story. 19th of March 2011. I was walking my dog Sandy. I'd got my headphones on, listening to the best of the Venga Boys.
Is there really the best of?
Yes, there is. And we were walking down the cut.
What?
The cut. It's the canal. We call it the cut over my way.
Oh, I see. Right.
Anyway, I saw a bloke down there. Basically, he disappeared in front of my eyes.
You saw a bloke disappear right in front of you?
I did, yep. I saw him. I picked up Sandy's cack.
Bit much that, Ricky.
I look up and then he's gone.
Right. And that was a ghost,
Well,
was it?
no, he was a pisshead. He fell in a bush.
So how...
Oh, yeah, finished yet, have I? Anyway, when I was checking on him, suddenly I saw an old woman. She was shouting something, but of course, got my headphones on. All I could hear about was a bloody Wenger bus. I looked back at the bloke, and then when I looked back, she was gone.
So she was the ghost.
The energies were strong that day, I can tell you.
Right. See, the thing is, Ricky, we got our researcher to do some, research. Good lad, Benny. A bit of work experience, Predicted grades, not that great. So we'll probably end up in some sort of manual labour job, easier on brain. Anyway, he found an old local news article. I'll just read the headline here. It says, elderly woman rescued from canal by drunk. Claims she was pushed by a man with dog.
Oh, what's that got to do with the going price of pig's pudding? If I'm trying to say that was a paranormal experience, how do you explain the ectoplasm that was spurting out all over the place from the pisshead's mouth? Hey?
Ectoplasm?
Huh? Ectoplasm? That's what I'm saying.
Well, he was drunk. It's pretty obvious,
I'll bloody know ectoplasm when I see it.
And did Sandy see the ghost of the old lady?
Well, no, I was too busy eating the ectoplasm.
Now, that happened several years ago, but your unique gift has been honed towards a specific area of expertise, hasn't it?
I'm able to channel comedians of the past who've passed to the comedy club in the sky. I'm merely a vessel for channeling their old routines, they love to perform, don't they? Just like that. Not now, Tommy.
You have been criticised for it, though. Some say you're just doing a bad impersonation of all comedians.
And I say, if that were the case, do you think an impersonator could channel Les Dennis and tell you your boiler's going to be on the blink?
You mean Les Dawson?
No, Les Dennis.
Les Dennis is still with us, mate. I follow him on Twitter. Loved him in Corrie.
Right. Well, just check the papers. That's all I'm saying. Just check the papers.
Where's my phone?
Not now.
Have you done much TV work?
I was on Most Haunted. They did a live one at Dudley Castle a few years back,
Wow. My ex-wife was a big fan of that show before becoming a lesbian. Christ knows what she's into now, apart from the vulva of another woman. Were you one of the mediums taking part then, actually being filmed live?
I was in the live studio audience, actually, but if you fast forward to about 43 minutes and 27 seconds, you'll see me, you'll see me head just behind a bloke with an Iron Maiden t-shirt and a comb over.
Jobsworth.
Being self-employed, Ricky has to get his name out and about, which means a bit of self-promotion, networking, and cold reading. I mean cold calling. Sorry. We spent some time with Ricky to hear how he does it. Play the tape.
Are you recording? Right, okay, let's make the magic happen. All right.
Good afternoon, Victoria Birmingham.
Hello there, my name's Ricky Soultouch. I'm the Midland's premium spiritualist medium. You've probably heard of me.
No, I haven't, no.
No? That's unusual. What it is, right, is I'm looking for a venue to host a night of spiritualist mediumshipism. And...
Yeah, I think that's taking advantage of vulnerable people who've recently lost relatives, so it's not something I want to be involved in at all.
No?
No.
Well,
I think it's a con.
Well,
I think it's ripping people off.
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that, because the spirits are telling me that no one would turn up.
Yeah, well, the spirit should have told you not to bother phoning me in the first place. Goodbye.
So. Right. There you go. I'll put a kettle on, cup of tea and a biscuit. I've got some lovely coconut rings.
This is your life, goddammit.
That seems a bit hit and miss, Ricky. If you rely on that, you'll be living in a skip, won't you? How else do you earn money from your skill/gift?
Private readings via the Skype, or people can come and sit in my lounge. As long as they can put up with the smell of Sandy, because she's getting on a bit, you know. But we put on some Enya, bit of Orinoco flow, you know, get the energy moving, you know.
And how do you get your name around to attract these desperate people?
Well, I leave leaflets in funeral homes, old people's homes, doctors' waiting rooms, and vets.
We've got one here. Did you design this yourself?
Ah?
I can tell. I didn't think people still use clip art. It says here, as seen on TV.
Yeah, well, it was most haunted.
You're in the audience.
And crime watch.
Really? I've heard about spiritualists getting involved, you know, trying to solve a murder.
Yeah, I know.
So is that what you did on Crime Watch?
Well, no. I was in some CCTV footage, you know, standing in a queue at the post office when he got robbed.
Right.
Well, it ain't exactly a good thing to get involved in that sort of thing, because if you're bloody good at it, you turn up at a crime scene and giving loads of good detail, you become a prime bloody suspect. That's what happened to a medium over in Acock's Green. He turned up, was spot on about what happened. Next thing, he's being bloody arrested.
Really? His gift kind of condemned him.
Yeah, well, that and the fact that his DNA was on a murder weapon, you know. Yeah.
So you have to phone round for shows. You have to promote with leaflet campaigns. Any other ways to get your name around?
I have to demonstrate my gift with demonstrations. I'm often a support act to the national draw down the local bingo hall, you know. It's an easy crowd because, well, they're called off, can they? Right, now, I've heard that many of you keep moaning about me coming down here before the national draw. Oh, I know, I'm told. Now, of all the spirits, it was Janet on the front desk. Well, I've got news for you because I ain't going nowhere. All right? I've got spirits banging on my door saying, I've got to get in touch with Joan. Go down to bingo, find Joan. Do we have a Joan? All right, love. Yeah. Don't get your hopes up. I was just using it, you know, as an example. I ain't got no one here for you. But I have got the name coming through. I've got Bob. Bob. Does the name Bob... Is she all right over there? Give her a nudge. Give her a nudge, will you? It's all right. Good. I was going to say, call a bloody ambulance. Right, where was it? Bob worked with his hands. No? He had hands, though. We got a Bob with hands. Yes, love. Yep. You know Bob with hands, don't you? Yep, of course you do. And he worked for the council, eh? He worked for the council. No, but he paid his council tax. He paid his council tax, they had his bins collected. I know. Now, I'm hearing that Bob said, right, that he's never been touched by anyone the way that you touched him, you filthy bleeder. What's that, love? He's your brother, right. But you know, there's many different ways. It's down to interpretation, because there's many different ways that you can touch someone, you know, you can emotionally and all that. But he misses you very much. He's still alive, right. Well, yeah, he's at home, he misses you, that's... Have you ever had a rabbit? What about a fish?
Jobsworth.
Now we've reached the part of the show where we go over to the phone lines, where a listener gets to ask Ricky a question about his job. And on the line we've got Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Hello, I am.
Sounds like someone from your neck of the woods, Ricky. Barbara, what would you like to ask Ricky?
Hello, Ricky.
Hello, Mud. Barbara?
What you have is clearly a gift from God. I am in awe of your skills, and I don't know why you are not more popular and a regular on the telly. God only knows how much
Have you got a question, Barbara?
Yes.
Get on with it, love.
What you've got is a gift. But how can a normal person on this plane of existence train to do what you do?
Good question, Barbara. Well, it's funny you should say that because I've got a weekly retreat coming up in the next couple of months at Frankie Chapper's Outdoor Centre. Now it's a residential course where you'll get a continental breakfast consisting of a choice of cereal from the variety packs, a bit of orange juice, a packet of crisp, and a custard cream. Lunch will be tuna sandwiches and pizza and chips in the evening. But you'll be learning the trademark our Soultouch method of channeling.
What sort of things will you be covering?
Well, this is spiritual calibration, tarot reading. There'll be a bit of aura colouring in, astral projection, and throw in a bit of orienteering.
And how much is it, and what's the availability?
Well, it's an absolute bargain, Kev, because it's just 500 quid for 5 days, 4 nights of spiritual awakening of varying results. But you got to be quick, because there ain't many spaces left.
All right.
But get in touch, because I'm sure we can probably, get you in. So do get in touch. Please, seriously, do get in touch.
So there you go, Barbara. You can try to do what Ricky does. Is that something that interests you?
I'll be there to cook pizza and chips.
You are?
Okay, thanks, Barbara.
Thank you. Tea will be ready at 6.
Ta-ra of it.
I've given Sandy a tablet, but she's still doing a shit on the carpet again.
Can you cut it off?
She's gone. Was that you?
No.
Do this, do that. Clean your room. One of these magazines. Forget about your acne, get your life on track. It's Teen Junction.
Now, this is the part of the show where we speak to a teenager to give career guidance, although I do this as my 9 to 5 at several schools in my area, and no one's listened to me yet. But there's always a first time. On the line, we've got Arthur. Arthur's 15 and he goes to Lowestoft Academy. Are you there, Arthur?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Now, I understand that you're looking for some guidance, so do you have any ambitions or goals that you wish to achieve?
Don't know.
You see, this is the sort of thing I'm dealing with all the time. Attitude. So what subjects are you taking? Oh, I'm sorry, is this a bad time? Only I thought you'd phoned us for a bit of help. It's only your life, You're not really giving us much to work with here, are you?
Arthur, you want some direction, don't you? Because you're in luck, because I'm talking with the Midland's premium spiritualist medium, Ricky Soultouch.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, how about I do a bit of tarot card reading for you? So I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I want you to say when to stop. All right? Arthur?
Whatever.
Right, so I'm going to pull the top 6 cards. I don't know what I am, and I've covered the deck in a lovely purple silk handkerchief. So I'll call C, but these are going to mean something for you, right?
Don't bother asking questions, just get on with it. They don't respond well to any sort of, normal human engagement.
Right, Arthur, so I'm turning the first card over, and that's showing 6 swords. Now that means there's going to be a lot of health for you, and that's good aid.
See? Nothing. Next card.
The next card is the 4 of Pentacles, and that means illness. So it kind of just cancels the last one out. Right, the next one is the Empress, and that means you've got a lot of wealth and abundance coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they want the money. Don't have the work ethic though, do they?
And the next card is the Moon, which means you're going to lose some money, which that kind of cancels the last one out again.
So we currently have no guidance for Arthur from
We'll give
the
it a chance,
tarot
Kev. We've still got
cards.
another bloody 2 cards yet.
Right, the next one is that?
The 6 of Diamonds. I don't know how that got in there.
Maybe you'll work in the jewellers.
Maybe,
Arthur.
Maybe.
Oh, bloody rob one.
Last card, here we go.
What's that?
There's been a bloody mix-up here, ain't there?
Is that a Subway loyalty card?
It is, huh?
A sandwich artist, Arthur. How does that sound? I think he's gone. More Teen Junction next week, where another teenager gets practical guidance towards career and life success. Waste of time, that one.
Forget about your acne, get your life on track. It's Teen Junction.
Now it's time for our popular feature, Doppleganger Job-swap.
When your name is the same, you're a doppelganger. This is Doppleganger Job-swap.
This is where we get two people of the same name to swap jobs for a week and compare and contrast, and they have the opportunity to actually stay in their new roles. This week, Kenneth Poppletart Spinach, animal eviscerator at Shetford Abattoir in Sabden Fold, switch places with Kenny Poppletart Spinach, animal activist working for the charity Freedom of Incarcerated Animals in Bradford. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hello. Hiya.
Kenneth, let's start with you. Your day-to-day is quite a technical role, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I basically put a bolt through the brains of livestock. You're a bloody murderer.
Hold on, Kenny. Hold on, mate. You'll have your say in a minute. So how'd you get on working at the charity?
It's a bloody good cause.
Can we put him on mute? Sorry, Kenneth. Crack on.
Well, it was pretty boring, really. Each day was spent in the office space, drinking herbal teas and eating granola. I got a lot of grief for tacking into my ham and mustard sandwiches, and I wasn't even allowed to eat my frazzles. Then later in the week, we stood outside a shoe shop with placards protesting the use of leather, and then we were moved on, so we stood outside DFS for a bit.
And did you enjoy it?
Did I, bollocks?
Is there anything positive you took away from the experience?
Yeah, there is, yeah. Well, there's a really good sale on at DFS.
Right. Kenny, how was your experience in the abattoir?
You're a murdering scum. I set the animals free, like they should be. And then I set fire to the place. What?
You are?
Yeah, I'm going to court later this morning. I've been allowed to make one call, though. Should have probably phoned a solicitor, really. What am I supposed to do now? I've got no bastard job to go to. I don't believe it.
Can we put him on mute?
You
Kenny? Kenny, Vav.
What?
I've got a chicken coming through. I've got a chicken coming through to me now, and it's saying that they're very grateful. They're very grateful for freeing its brothers and sisters.
No, they weren't chickens.
Well, you know, the animal family. You know, it's wide eight. What animals did you rescue then?
Pigs.
Yeah, I know.
No, I wasn't talking to you. No, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking about you. No.
Well, we'll call it there. Play the jingle.
When your name is the same, you're a doppelganger. This is Doppleganger Job-swap.
Finally, we've got our job vacancy of the week. To give us details, it's our resident recruitment consultant from Fickles Recruitment. Welcome, Chris.
All right, mate, how's it going?
You know, trying to help people, being ignored, not getting any credit.
Still not quite a school teacher and all that.
Yeah.
Well, this week, we've got quite an unusual one for your listeners, but one that will suit anyone who enjoys the limelight and travel. Beverly's Great British Circus is recruiting for an assistant to work with their oldest member. 93-year-old Gerald is Britain's oldest knife thrower, and they urgently need a new assistant for him. The right candidate must have experience of working with the elderly, washing, cleaning them, and nerves of steel. Accommodation and food are all paid for. The wages aren't bad, but I mean, I wouldn't get out of bed for that, but you know, my commission structure is sublime. This is an urgent job vacancy that needs to be filled urgently, so don't mention about the accident. I don't think I was supposed to read that bit out. Listen, they say that if you can do 70% of the job requirements, you should apply, but these pricks are so desperate, I reckon that if you can wipe your own ass, you can wipe someone else's. So give us a shout down at Fickles, or pop down and ask for Chris, that's me, and we can have a look at your CV, maybe we can get a little bit creative, and see if we can get you an interview. Because, you know, interviews make jobs, and jobs make commission, so throw enough shit at the wall.
Thank you, Chris. And that leaves me to say thank you to our guest, Mr. Ricky Soultouch.
Thank you, Bob.
Any final words for the listeners?
Love from the other side. And, please get in touch about the course. Please, no, seriously, do get in touch, because it's going to be a good one. It really is. I'm sure we can squeeze you in, because our souls are waiting to be touched by you.
Thank you, Ricky. We hope that the listeners had a very interesting insight into spiritualism, mediumism, and how hard you work to gather different revenue streams. It's been an insight. So we'll see you next time for some fantastic career advice to help you get the job that you're worth. From everyone here at Jobsworth, goodbye.
Nice to be in orbit.